what is happening amongst the younger generation, specifically those of us under the age of 50, Gen X, millennials, and Gen Z, it is absolutely unstoppable. And the Israel lobby, APAC, and the ADL, and all these different organizations are in a panic mode because they understand that if the younger generation stop supporting Israel the way that the boomers support Israel in the next decade or so, they're going to be in real big trouble. So it's just getting more and more apparent that they're going to do anything and everything that they can to control our speech and to try to call us anti-Semites if we don't agree what's going on in Gaza, and if we don't agree that our government officials, our politicians that we elected, focus on America and not Israel. And then they send out the most weirdest, cringiest, homosexual black man with bleach blonde hair to try to call us musty anti-Semites if we don't agree with what's going on in our nation.
Imagine supporting people who start wars just to lose the wars so they can cry about it and then try it all again.
You musty anti-Semites are literally obsessed with Jews. Now walk with me. While you musty anti-Semites are stacking eviction notices, Jews are out here stacking up businesses.
Jews control all the industries. Maybe if you spent more time taking notes from successful people, you wouldn't have to spend your nights and weekends spreading hate from your anonymous account with an anime profile picture.
Do you work as hard as Jews? Do you network like Jews? No, because you're too busy cheering on a group of musty terrorists who smell like dirty earring backs. And if we're gonna keep it real, you're really mad because your income is giving side hustle.
Period.
How you gonna hate from outside, Shabbat? You can't even get in.
So I don't know if that video is supposed to, get us back in line. I don't know if that video is supposed to make us stop espousing anti-Semitic rhetoric, but that is only going to make things worse for Israel. Like those type of video clips, like a black gay male with bleached blonde hair and a brain dead white girl with a Star of David necklace around her neck. Is that the best you got? Like I mean, it was as cringe as it was. Like we looked at that and shook our heads. A lot of people laughed at it. A lot of people were like, really? Like, is this supposed to work? Like, what are y'all trying to accomplish here? And for those of y'all that are not aware, that dude has been bought and paid for he has been bought and paid for some time. He's part of this company called PragerU, which is owned by a Jewish man named, I forgot his name, Dennis Prager. Dennis Prager is a Jewish person, and he has run this establishment conservative organization that's supposed to educate people about conservative principles and conservative values. And he's a Jewish individual. Like I said, he's worth a lot of money. But let us not forget that we can't blame everything that's happening on Israel, on the Jewish community, because the politicians that are supposed to be representing us, they take Jewish money. And when you take Jewish money, you have to act on behalf of Jewish interests. That's just the way it works. So it's kind of like, okay, Israel wants something done on behalf of Israel, so they give this politician that's running for office a whole lot of money to get him elected. And when he gets elected, he has to, of course, be very, very pro-Israel. Even if Israel wants to do something that the world disagrees with, like bombing the crap out of Gaza, that's just what happens when you sell your soul.
I'm leaving the police department again because another one of you musty anti-Semites decided that you were going to slide into my emails and threatening my life. But what you need to realize is all you're doing is you're justifying every reason why I'm standing with Israel, because it's people like you musty terrorists who threaten to behead me and my family and the politicians of Israel that are just reminding me that this whole war of propaganda is far from over. So I'm going to continue standing with Israel. You're going to continue being mad, but now you're going to be mad from a jail cell because you have a felony on your hands. They are expediting this to the Major Crimes Unit. So you're going to jail.
And it's not just politicians that are impacted by the Israel lobby. Prime example, if you're a basketball player, right? Kyrie Irving, we all know about him not wanting to take the vaccine, and he was of course suspended for retweeting a post with a link to a documentary somebody made called Hebrews to Negroes, because if you listen to a lot of people in the pro-black community, they tell you that black people are the original Jews, that we're the Hebrews, not the people that are occupying the current nation state of Israel, which was created out of thin air in 1948. And I don't want to get all into the intricacies about that, but basically the people that live there in Israel right now, those are not the Jews of the Bible. If you have half a brain, you should already know that. They are what you call Ashkenazi Jews, and some of them are what you call Sephardic Jews, all from Europe. The Ashkenazi Jews are from Eastern Europe. The Sephardic Jews are from the Iberian Peninsula, which is basically modern day Spain and Portugal. And the powers that be that run the Israel lobby, that have all the money, they don't want anybody talking about the actual lineage of the people that are there, because it would totally debunk the narrative that they are God's chosen people. And you have sellouts like Shaquille O'Neal, who referred to Kyrie Irving as an idiot on national TV.
Sometimes when we have to sit up here to talk about stuff that divides the game. Now we got to answer for what this idiot has done. I stand for equality of all people. We got to answer for what this idiot has done.
So, yeah, I mean, we all know that the NBA is run by a Jew. His name is Adam Silver. The previous NBA commissioner before he died, David Stern, he was a Jew. And I like David Stern better than I like Adam Silver, but irrespective of which one you like or don't like, even if you don't even watch the NBA, they suspended Kyrie Irving a few years back because of the post, like I said. And he's one of many individuals that have a big name. See, if you have influence, if you have a big name, if you're a brand name and you have a platform, they'll come after you. Kanye West, we all know he's been extremely outspoken about the Jews and what they've done to him. How, they have taken away so much money from him, and how it's a conspiracy against him. I don't want to go too deep down into the rabbit hole with Kanye West. I do think Kanye West has lost his mind long before he started criticizing Israel. He married Kim Kardashian, so that should tell you everything you need to know about Kanye West's, thought process. But this is who they are. This is what they do. And these young white males on this next video clip are a prime example of what they're afraid of, because they've awoken. They have figured out what's going on. And as younger conservative males, black and white and Hispanic, pull away from Israel, the attacks are going to get more and more desperate.
Hey, to everyone that supports Nick Fuentes, just know, bro, he switched up. AIPAC paid him 241 grand to support their twisted agenda, bro. AIPAC is not good, bro. All the politicians they have their AIPAC guys controlling
every single congressman has an AIPAC guy.
Wake up.
Every single one. Wake the fuck up, bro. Our government is controlled by Israel and we don't even know, bro. Wake up. Literally. Nobody realizes, bro. You vote for these people, bro. Your vote's not going to anything.
You're voting for Israel. No matter what you vote for, you're voting for Israel.
You're voting for an actor.
There's no point in even following a political party.
Literally.
That's the truth of it. And George Washington warned about the two-party system ever since the beginning. Right before he died, he was talking about the two-party system
and nobody listened.
Two-party system.
Nobody listened.
Nobody listened.
And that's exactly what we're seeing right now, bro. And you have fucking people, the Charlie Kirk killer, and Trump is blaming on the fucking Democrats for a reason. Wake up.
They're trying to divide us.
They're
trying to divide us. Stand together and stand against this.
So Republicans hate Democrats and Democrats hate Republicans. It's going to be like that for as long as we know.
That's exactly how they want it. That's exactly what they want.
Exactly.
Unite and wake up together.
Woke, bro. Wake the fuck up, bro.
Stay woke.
Wake up.
And like I said, those were some young males. Like they said, it's a two-party system. The Democrats always blaming the Republicans always blaming the Democrat. But no matter who's in power, Israel still wins, because Israel got them dollars and they buy our politicians left and right. You had two Indians going back and forth on stage during the debate back when we had the Republican primary going on. It was Nikki Haley and Vivek Ramaswamy. Like the Jewish nation, the state of Israel, they don't care about Indian people. They don't even care about Americans like that. They don't like us. And that gay black male I showed in the beginning with the blonde hair, like, you a black man defending Israel? They don't like you either, goofball. But look at this. I don't know if y'all remember. Some of y'all probably remember this clip of Nikki Haley saying America needs Israel more than Israel needs America.
I want to learn from those and apply those to protect our homeland, Nikki.
Israel
that is
needs
the answer.
America. America needs Israel.
Okay. I want to learn from those and apply those to protect our homeland, Nikki.
Israel
that
needs
is the answer.
America. America needs Israel.
Okay.
So there you have it. I'm about to get out of here, get me something to eat, and go handle some business. I appreciate y'all watching. Keep your ears open, keep your eyes open. The awakening is unstoppable at this point, and I'm glad to see that it's a variety of young people. I don't know if they're going to continue to bring out gay black males with bleached blonde hair and brain dead white girls, but the pushback against us waking up is going to get stronger. Like I said, you have a very powerful Jewish billionaire. I don't know if he owns TikTok now or if he has a major stake in TikTok, but either way it goes, you now have major Jewish control over TikTok now. So the censorship, TikTok is already very heavy on censorship. I have a few thousand followers on TikTok, and I barely post over there because I'm not a person that governs what I say very well. Like I don't like to beat around the bush. I like to say what I want to say. I know we got to use code words to work around the algorithm and censorship and all that, the artificial intelligence. That's pretty gay. It's pretty obnoxious, but you know, we got to do what we got to do until things get better, but only we can make it better. So everybody that's waking up, I'm proud of you. Stay the course. In the end, we will win. We just got to keep our foot on their necks. The politicians that run our country, or at least appear to run our country, they really are run by somebody else. We have to hold them accountable. We have to vote in real America First politicians and hold them accountable once they get elected into office. We can't just vote and then expect them to do, you know, the will of the people that voted them into power. Voting alone is not enough. We can't just vote and think that the job is done. No, voting is just the beginning. This has to be a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week, 365-day-a-year process. You feel me? Every day we got to keep our boot on their necks because they will go astray if we don't hold them accountable. But that's the end of the video. Like I said, y'all follow, y'all like, y'all comment. Peace.